Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 9450. This is Brackets and Buckets, and we are in the building today. You already know what it is. Myself, Daniel Artes, Lolo, Lauren, and we got, listen, you introduce yourself. How about that, man? You know what I'm saying? Because I got beef with you anyway.
You got
for the pain you put me through. So yeah, we got beef.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm The9450. Former WNBA player. I played for Tulsa. Got drafted to Tulsa. Was in Phoenix for 2 years. I got the honor of meeting Daniel here in Indiana for 3 years. We went at it in the post in practice. I went from Indiana to Connecticut to Minnesota to Atlanta. I've been a little bit all over the place in the league for real. Still playing right now overseas, So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's what's up. Where you playing at right now?
I literally just got back from Spain, I want to say a week and a half ago. So I've been kind of resting. Came down here with my family, get some food, and then right back out, probably Puerto Rico or somewhere for the summer. They got a good Mexican league too as well. And yeah, just keeping his body moving.
Yeah, that's what's up, yo. Listen, so to everybody that follow me and everybody that know that I talk a lot of, women's basketball and stuff, I always talk about my WNBA practice player days and everything like that. This person in the middle, we used to have wars. I mean, we used to have battles in the paint. And I always tell people all the time, be like, listen, Kaiser is her. She's her. She's her. It was always tough. It wasn't easy. And I also just want to say, thank you, because y'all didn't like. I remember one time when we was playing, but I was kind of holding back. You know what I'm saying? And y'all would always tell me like, "Yo, nah, don't take it easy on us." And that's when it was fun. It was fun. I kind of felt like I was able to like make y'all better. Y'all made me better as a player. I kind of felt like that because I had access to the gym, to y'all facilities and stuff like that. And I remember when I took like a week off, I came back. He was like, "Yo, you got to get back in shape, there. You got to get back in shape." So, you and Elena Larkins and stuff, man. It was a fun time, man. So I tell people all the time. Yeah, we did. I tell people, I'll be like, listen, I'll be like, it'd be funny because I'll be talking trash. I'll be like, "Yo, you ain't Kaiser. Who's Kaiser? Who's Kaiser?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. You ain't Kaiser." When they try to get strong and stuff like that. So I appreciate that.
Because of you.
What'd you say?
I said I'm running to some smoke. I'm not even supposed to because of you. You throw my name out there.
Nah, but it's so good to finally see you after all these years and everything. I think the last time I seen you was 2013, I think. So it's like, yeah, it was a long time and stuff. And so it's just dope that we decided to connect on this podcast, and you wanted to check in and everything. I really appreciate it and stuff. Hey, Lauren, what's going on?
Nothing much. Happy Easter. I see the little decorations at the bottom. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that touch. Okay, he has risen. All right. Yeah. It's a good day.
Well, you can't get too religious because of you don't want nobody in your social media going crazy over stuff. We see.
All right, there we go.
Like
we see what they doing to Dawn Staley right now and stuff just because of what she said, some quotes. I'm like, yo, listen, but let's get into it. Set us off, Lauren. What's going on today? What's up?
Listen, it was some great basketball over the weekend. So I just kind of wanted to start with, do you want to do Friday and Saturday's games? I just really did kind of Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, we can do Saturday and Sunday because that was like the days. I mean, it don't really matter, to be honest. Like like you said, it was just a really good weekend of basketball. We can even start just from today real quick, with, South Carolina moving on to the Final Four again. North Carolina State just play really good basketball now. They're it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But tomorrow is the day, though. Tomorrow is the day.
Buddy,
I know I can't jump. I know I don't want to jump and stuff like that. But
every now and then, I got to reel you back in.
I got to reel you back into what? Come on, man. You see? All right. So this is perfect. Kaiser, how we battled in the paint. Me and Lauren, we battle all the time on the podcast. Okay, so it's the same. It's the same thing. I guess it's because you're from Maryland, right?
Yeah, like Virginia.
Yeah. Okay. So she, PG County, right, Lauren? Yeah. So
I'm from PG. So yeah, when he said you was coming on today, he I got a player that used to play in the WNBA. I'm like, who? And he's like, Lynette Kaiser. I'm like, dude, I know who that is. I felt insulted. You know what I'm saying? Like, she from the crib. Like, of course I know who that is. What's University of Maryland? Of course I know who that is. Like, he was playing on your name. I ain't gonna lie.
Anyway, man, y'all crazy, man. But all right. Lynette, what's your thoughts on this tournament so far and everything?
I mean, I think it's been good basketball. It really has. The games have been competitive. I ain't gonna hold you. I really don't like how I don't like how the referee's going right now. You know what I mean? I hopefully tomorrow and then moving forward, we can really see them compete and just play. Know, especially in the post. You gotta let them play. You're playing games where the bigs are in foul trouble. And seems to be in this tournament right now. Every team needs their big players.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And half the time, everybody watching the best bigs are on the bench because they're in foul trouble. You gotta let them rock out down there, But so far, the basketball has been what we expected it to be. I think, especially from people like Juju, Paige. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really paying attention to UConn the entire year because of the injuries and stuff. But when I watched them, I believe they played. Yeah, they had that play yesterday. When I watched them yesterday, I was like, they are really moving the ball almost like a WNBA team. And I think they had 6 people dressed out yesterday.
Right.
You know? Yeah, I think they're doing this with 6 players. So they're a team that yesterday I was like, I don't know, maybe they can win it. Obviously South Carolina is so dominant. They have something at every position. You know what I mean? Literally from the post all the way to the guards, they always seem to find a way to pull the games out. NC State is playing phenomenal right now. They're scrappy. They're getting the buckets when they need to get the buckets. They're making. I think they're not the favorite to win, obviously, but they're going to keep upsetting teams until they run into who do they have next? They have South Carolina, right?
Yes.
So that's a game that will be interesting. I want to say come maybe I forget when they play again, but they every team has surprised me, I would say, how good they are, So it's been fun to watch.
Oh, we must be having some difficulty. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Lauren, you there? You can hear me?
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, so but to just piggyback off of what she was saying, it's an amazing tournament so far, like she said. Listen, Isaiah James, yo. What is going on with her these last couple of games? She's just been on fire, just really been in her bag and everything. And listen, man, what a player and stuff. So really, really happy to see her, coming to her own and everything, just going crazy from the 3-point line, getting to the baskets. She's just in a groove at the right time and stuff. I think that South Carolina, if the way she's rolling, if she can continue it in practice and stuff and just stay in that groove, stay locked in, man, South Carolina it's going to be a tough game between them because that's a really good team. I'm watching them now and I'm just like, okay, they got something going on over there. We know what South Carolina bring, leadership, great coaching. Coaching is just like everything over there. They play 2 styles when depending on which point guard is in the game. And, they got the post player and Cardoso, who's just like, just like a redwood forest tree out there. They ain't moving at all. you know. And then Ashlyn Watkins too, another one who's just like very, very underrated on this team and what she brings coming off that bench. You know, I just think that, you know, she's really a really special player and stuff. But, you know, and that's cool because Vernon just brought something up about that. Sanai Rivers playing for South Carolina, you know, winning the championship and going to NC State, you know.
Yep,
it's gonna be a little interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be a little interesting matchup and stuff, you know. It's funny that too, because the last time in this tournament there was a dude that played for South Carolina, but he ended up transferring to, I forgot what school, but he knocked South Carolina out this season, and he had like 40 against South Carolina. So, you know, maybe it might be some bad juju on that side right there. But I'm just like I said, like y'all saying, it's just a really exciting tournament. I just feel like and we didn't even get to like Caitlin Clark yet, like who's another one. What, she was 29 and 15 yesterday, or 26 and 15 assists. Like, it's crazy. Like, and that team is rolling. And we got that game tomorrow. I cannot wait to move on to that game. I'm gonna just step back a little bit because, man, it's just Monday is the day. We already know Monday is the day. That's the day right there. So, but shout outs to all these players, man, that's been playing well. And yo, what's her name? Duke. We gotta talk about Duke real quick, because
all over the place, boy.
Yo, I know I didn't write my notes down and stuff, and so, you know, I need my notes, man. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I was so focused on my knuckles, make sure my knuckles was good. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, nah.
Look, that last episode, he was trying to make a point, and I was like, "Hold on, bring them knuckles back in the screen. Why are they white?"
It's the gunpowder, man. It's the gunpowder stuff.
Think about his hands, huh?
Yeah. I had to think about my hands today. I was like, all right, whatever. Now, but I know that we everywhere. You know, it's just unscripted thing. But like Duke yesterday could have definitely won that game, but they was just like giving the ball up and everything. I was just like, oh, what is that? What the hell is going on? You know?
I mean, I believe
he said I needed Shea Butter sponsors. Wow. What'd you say?
Like this, they had like 8 points in the first quarter or something low. 6.
It was 6. Yeah, they made 3 buckets in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to win a game like that, especially versus UConn.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
I thought eventually, like in the second half, Duke's depth will kind of wear them down, but it didn't. You know, they were able to pull it out. So
I mean, that was by far the ugliest game of the entire tournament.
For sure.
It was by far the ugliest. Like, it was kind of brutal to watch, but at the end they made a push to kind of make it a little bit more competitive. But it was hard to watch, man. But again, refs,
sorry.
No, it's okay. The refs trying to be superstars, you know, calling the fouls on Aaliyah Edwards. She was on the bench a lot, like, and they're already shorthanded. So, you know, it was just a nasty game.
That's tough.
Yeah. Hey, what's your thoughts on the refs?
Me?
Yeah.
Lauren or me?
No, you.
Like I said before, you gotta let them play. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really feel for a couple other teams, like UCLA, for instance. Granted, the bad shots at the end, but it's like, we worked this hard to get here. You gotta let us play.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You gotta let us play. Like, I don't care who's favored to do this or who's favored to do that. Like, we're here now. Like, you know, and some of the teams, I just felt like they got kind of like shorthanded a little bit with some of the calls, especially like maybe more towards the beginning of the game. But at this point, refs, just let them rock out. Just let them play, man. We want to see some good basketball, you know? So
I think it only benefited LSU yesterday, though, because I've seen a couple of times where Angel Reese had 4 fouls. I've seen about 3 different instances where they called a foul on somebody else. I was like, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one right there.
Listen, that game, the first half of that game, I was in here like going crazy. I didn't understand, like, UCLA, when they go back and look at the tape, they got to be pissed because they let the game get away from them. They completely like ignored Lauren Betts. I'm like, she's the biggest person on the floor. I don't understand why you are chucking threes and not hitting any of them. Like, the first half alone, they had 21 threes. And I'm like, and I think maybe hit like 4 out of 21. It was something crazy. And they just continually kept shooting threes. And I'm like, every time she did get the ball, she dominated and they weren't able to stop her. And then they just completely went away from it. And I'm like, do they not? And I know it's also because LSU, they were defending them hard, so they couldn't get the post entry passing. But damn, like she's 6'7", like you got to. She was doing her work early. You got to get her the ball. Like it just didn't make sense to me.
Like just clear the corner out, clear one of the corners out. Like if somebody trying to pass it from the 45 and somebody's in the corner, it's not gonna work.
Right.
Yeah.
She needs some space to operate down there. So that's a little bit of it. And then obviously they panicked at the end. Like you driving the ball into her man,
right.
Trying to get to the line, and it didn't work out in their favor.
Yeah, and throwing a post entry pass is such an underrated skill. You know, there was time when Betts was open, just
wide
real
open,
quick.
wide.
She runs the line. She posts and seals right there. Give her the ball, but they were just taking that. They want to take an extra 2 dribbles, and then no, that's not how it worked. Give her the ball. Like if you're a scout, if you're a scout and you're scouting for LSU, you would know that Angel Reese struggles with taller players. And so you take that to use that as advantage, man. Like Betts was balling. That was the game where she was supposed to have like 25 and 12, 28 and 13 or something like that, but it was just horrible that the guards couldn't really deliver the ball like that. Like now, even if you had somebody in the corner and sometimes it is hard to throw that pass, but there's ways to, up fake, dump it down. If that person's in the corner, that man's right there, up, throw it with your left hand, depending where the other player's at, and then just let her go. Because she was making moves. She was very decisive every time she touched the ball, and she was just doing whatever she was doing. She was bullying, and it was just unfortunate that they didn't really see her, that much. So I just hope that, like, when they're in their little workouts, that they're working on those post-entry passes. I've seen it a lot. I complain about it a lot because it's just like, you're a post, I'm post, and I'm just like, yo, listen, throw the ball. Please throw the ball. I'm yelling at the TV, waking up, son's getting scared, crying and stuff like that. Throw that damn ball in the post.
Man, because she was down there working hard. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, reward her.
Yeah.
And then especially because Angel Reese had an early foul. So keep going to her, get her out of the game. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. Like, it was very frustrating. She literally only shot 11 times. Absolutely terrible. Like, that's terrible.
Hey, Lynette, let me ask you a question. So what's your thoughts on, like, when you're playing and then every time, like, you do something that works and then your coach calls a different play, then a different play, then a different play? Like, why not these teams just it's like Novocaine, man, just keep it going, keep it simple, right?
I'm not sure exactly what that is. I'm not no coach, so I don't know what that is. Like, at my level, like, maybe coach sees a different matchup that they like or something like that. But I'm with you. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it. Like, you know what I mean? Like the fatigue can come in. Okay, you give me the ball 4 plays in a row. That's the only thing I could possibly think. Okay, maybe I'm a little tired, coach. Run something else real quick. But let me catch my breath, and then I need that back. Like, just run the ball right back to me. But, they're so young too, at their age. Like, are they even calling for the ball at that? Like, they teach us, like, ball. Like, I even struggle with that to this day. Like, because it's like, do you not see me, first of all? But then second of all, like, you gotta let the whole gym know you open too as well. So that's something that, UCLA, they got a lot to learn from that film. I'll tell you that. So
yeah.
And they're young. I think most of them are like sophomores, so they'll be back. It'll be back.
That's what I'm excited about.
It's just sad that, like, but the guard, like Osborne, she's not coming back, and she was like one of the main culprits of, like, struggling with her post entry pass and stuff. And I was just like, I know you're trying to go to the next level and everything. I know they see this. It's not like you can go to a WNBA pre-draft camp and just, and get your draft one right there. It's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's like, what have you done for me lately? And, it's just, I just feel like it's not going to look good and everything. But what else are we talking about? Did we get to Juju yet? No. And her big, yo, listen. All right, listen, this is what I feel. Because we see a lot of people, and you brought it up on Twitter yesterday, Laura, when people were talking about Juju being inefficient and everything. And I'm like, listen, this is tournament time. Who cares? Like, it's either you win or you go home. So if you want to shoot 8 for 28, it's fine. If you want to shoot 30 shots, it's fine. But what Juju did, get into the line, playing on the other side of the ball too with her defense and everything, making big plays, especially in that fourth quarter when she took over. Like, she's just an amazing player as a freshman like that. Like, and then you see how her teammates was just bigging her up. All the upperclassmen was just bigging her up like that. I was just like, yo, that is dope. And you know what, Lauren, you are right. I was watching some earlier games and stuff, and when you was talking about Juju was, just pressing too much, not trusting her teammates and stuff. And now you can really see like the love and trust that they have for each other as a whole and everything. And the fact that like they haven't made they haven't went this far in like 30 years, and look where they at now, is kind of crazy. And because of a freshman, like overall, like to this point, Lauren, because I know you high on her as you high on Hannah Hidalgo. Like, what's your thoughts on her too?
I mean, I just think that when people start talking about efficiency when it comes to Juju, they're literally just nitpicking. She's so good that you don't have anything else to say. So let's focus on this. Like, why the hell are we talking about efficiency when it's advance or go home? Like, what are we like, what are we really talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate all this plus and minus shit and all this, like, efficiency talk. Like, when the game was on the line, the freshman came in there and put her team on her back. She scored the last 9 out of 10 points to lead them to victory. So why are we talking about efficiency? I mean, Juju is just, people throw the term generational player around a lot, but to me, she is the definition of one of those. And I say that because she's literally just scratching the surface. She has the body, like, for a guard, a big body for a guard. And then people underrate what she does on the defensive end. Like, we know she's a prolific scorer, but she's also majority of times taking the best the best offensive player on the other side. Like, she's defending them. So people overlook that. So she's, playing about 38 minutes a game and then also exerting energy on the defensive end too. And I don't think she gets enough credit for that. I think she had 4 blocks yesterday. And I think I read that she was the second player in history to have 30 points in the NCAA tournament, 30 points, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. The only other player to do that was Brittany Griner. So she's in good company. Like, I just don't really see how you could hate on somebody, like this. Like, I mean, she plays the right way. She's poised. She's humble. She gets her teammates involved, even when they miss bunnies. Like, when people are like, why isn't she passing the ball? I'm like, well, yesterday was an example. She set people up nicely under the basket and they were literally smoking layups. Like, I was shooting that bitch 30 times too. Like, like, that's just what it is. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, what have you seen from her, Lynette, as you've been watching this year?
I think the thing that strikes me, first of all, I wasn't paying attention to her on the defensive side until yesterday. You know what I mean? Because you get so trapped up into her scoring ability. But what I really like about her is her poise and her pace to her game that she has, and the fact that she does it at 3 levels. You know what I mean? Like, she can get to the basket. The mid range is where she really wants to be, and she can shoot the 3. Like, so it's like really good to see how her game is already so polished. And I think the best thing that happened to her this year was she was seeing a lot of double teams. Once she got hot in the beginning of the year, then you've seen her kind of slow off because they were doubling her all over the court. That's the best thing that happened to her, because now she's becoming the complete player that people want her to be. Now she doesn't have to shoot a third. Like, it's all coming together, and people forget she's a freshman. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care how good she was. Oh, you guys?
Come on.
I know that's probably me on this side, but like, however good she was in high school, you're still going up against college players who have gone through college strength and conditioning. They're 3-year players. Sometimes, obviously the seniors and stuff. Like, she's not going against people who don't have speed or who can't defend her. You know what I mean? So she's still learning a lot too. So her poise and her pace to her game she's going to be exciting to watch for the next 4 years. Like, she's going to tear it up for sure.
And I think she's only 8 points away from scoring the most points for a freshman, like, ever. So,
yeah, that record's going.
like, Clark record on. Come on now.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. Yeah, and y'all talk about poise. Yeah, she do play like she'd been there before. Like, she played in a college, tournament before and everything. Just how patient. Yeah.
Right,
she's
stoic,
just
like her face just stone cold. And then like just imagine the immense pressure on this 17 to 18-year-old kid. Like you stayed home to play. No one was talking about USC for since Tina Thompson was a freshman, the last time they went to the Sweet 16. So people seen you on social media when you were in high school playing because you had Chris Brown and all these people at your games. Like imagine the pressure this kid is going through. You know what I'm saying? And still every game just shows up and shows out. Like
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, I'm definitely in awe of her, man. You know, like I think that I think that she might win one. You know, one of the out of these 4 years, they should get one.
Mm,
my only
USC got some,
hesitancy is South
but
Carolina.
yeah,
They're just so damn stacked.
yeah.
But USC has the number 1 recruiting class coming in next year. So they
Really?
will be better. Yes.
Mm.
They will be better.
That's all they need. A little bit of recruiting.
I mean, people gonna want to play with her.
Now, for sure.
Yeah. People want to play with her. So how do y'all think USC matches up with UConn?
It's gonna be a fun game right there. That's gonna be a fun one.
It'll be fun. I think if UConn can keep Edwards, that's Aaliyah Edwards, that's her last name,
Yes.
out of foul trouble, UConn should run away with it, I think. But USC is USC. They're getting the other guard. Forget her last name. She had 14 last game though. She was shooting it pretty well.
McKenzie?
She's playing with she's playing with a lot more confidence. So I really really like her. It depends on how much fight they got in them though. Like you know what I mean? Like UConn's not gonna stop. They're gonna fire shots up. The ball's not gonna stay in one space.
Yeah.
It's gonna move side to side until they get the shot that they want. You know, so if they can withstand that and like get some stops early and get out on them, then maybe it can make for a good game. But I think UConn just has a lot. Being even with 6 players, that they have like what they did to Duke. Nobody expected that. I didn't expect it. Like you know, so I don't know. I can't call that one.
Yeah, Paige been on a different level, right? Like right now, she's just been on a different level. And I know that the talk has been about the freshman class and Caitlin Clark and stuff, and just Paige has been chilling.
That's what I'm saying. They're like coasting, like let them talk about him. Let them talk about him. I like that.
Yeah, and then now like she's another special talent. And I'm like, man, you might as well she should have just came out. But I understand, you know, she got to get her body right even more. An off season of training without getting hurt and everything. And then, you know, her and then, AZ Fudd coming back and all the other players that they got that's out. Like this team is crazy. They can really beat USC with just 6 players. Like they're that good. They're that good. But I think that it's going to come down to coaching though, and how USC's coach takes advantage of UConn's just only having 6 players. Like they're going to have to run and run and run. I do want Juju to be more efficient in this game though. I really do. I think that would help. If she's going to shoot 28, 30 shots, get 12 to 14 field goals to fall in there too as well, you know, and still get into the line and everything. Because UConn has the experience. You know, they've been there before. They got this coach, you know, Gino. I don't know what he has, 12 championships or 11, you know. So I think that what USC got to do, they got to really have a nice game plan and don't take this game lightly at all just because, you know, UConn is coming with 6, 7 players, you know. So, but I expect a really, really good game. I'm really excited to see this one tomorrow because that's what it is. You know, today was good, but tomorrow's always, you know, is always better.
Yeah, I'm not going against Juju. I'm going USC. I just can't. I literally I can't. I think that she hasn't from a numbers standpoint, she hasn't shot well the entire tournament. So the law of averages, she has to have a good game. Like, you know, at some point in time, she's gonna have a game where she's a little bit more efficient. I think that if they have to run them the entire game, like you got to just get the bodies in and run them. And I think the guards have to, like, I think Juju's good at getting to the free throw line, get them in foul trouble so you can get Aaliyah Edwards on the bench, possibly get Paige on the bench. Like you gotta like you said, I think it really does come down to coaching. And I really think it also depends on the others for USC. Like, are they going to step up? Is Mackenzie Forbes going to step up? Is Rhea Marshall, is she going to finish around the rim and make her layups? Like, are the others going to step up and help? Because a lot of attention is going to be on Juju. So I think it'll be a good game. I think we'll see Paige and I think at a certain point in time, Juju is going to have to defend Paige. Like, that's just what it is. Like, we all want to see it. It has to happen.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen from the jump. I think it's gonna happen from the jump.
All game defender.
Oh yeah, I think Juju wants smoke. She wants smoke.
I agree.
The problem with that, they're gonna stick number. Forget the guard's name, but the number 5 from UConn, they're gonna stick her on Juju.
Yeah, Paige is definitely not defending her.
Oh no, yeah, Paige on the defense. Listen, as much as we like Paige, I think Paige is gonna get cooked on that end. I don't have to eat it. Yeah. Save her, Gino. Don't do that.
And they need to save her energy too, so she can go down there and score. So yeah.
And this is why I'm glad you brought that point up with saving her energy, because just to stay on Juju 1 second, this is why. Juju is really one of the top players in the country now because she plays both ends equally well. Man, Juju might be the best player in the country, man, for real. She really might be the best player in the country right now.
We don't want no smoke with the corn people, bro. We don't want no smoke with the corn.
Please, listen. To everybody in Iowa, listen, Marshalltown, come on, man. I was there. Don't play. Y'all know what it is, man. Stop it. But I'm just saying, what she does as a two-way player, and two-way don't get a lot of love no more this time, man. And she really steps up to the challenge. That's why I feel like she's gonna go out and get Paige and Vernon down there telling me to stop it and stuff. Hey, listen, it's just my hoops opinion, brother. I mean, my hoops advice is not an opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think that Juju's good enough, man. To she's up next. And I was talking to my boy LeBron yesterday, and he was asking me if you can do a draft, and freshmen could come out. I'm like, yo, listen, Juju Watkins or Judea Skies Watkins
not the whole government
has the biggest upside in college basketball right now. Her.
I don't think anybody can argue that.
You know what I'm saying? I would absolutely bet the franchise on her easily. You know what I'm saying? Right now, if she could go in this draft with Caitlin Clark and I got the number 1 pick, I'm Indiana, I'm going Juju. Easy.
And Juju's so good, I'm tanking already for her, bro. If I have a franchise, I'm tanking right now. Like, what are we talking about? I'm tanking. Like, y'all gonna have to understand, we're gonna be bad for 3 years. But
oh man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the Wemby sweepstake, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of situation. Like, she's that good.
I like that. Thank you for giving my mans some love. You know what I'm saying? You be hating on my dog. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's this, he's that. Listen, 40-20-7 the other day against the Knicks. So whatever.
Listen,
shout out to the guys.
I said he has the capacity to be one of the greatest ever. That's not hating. He has it all.
Yeah, he's gonna be the GOAT. He'll probably end up the GOAT when it's all said and done.
He won't, but
he's gonna pass Kobe.
They need somebody with him. I don't know who they can go get, but they need something else with him for real.
I mean, and they got money too. They got money.
Yeah. But my Spurs, I'm a Spurs fan, so we suck right now. And I ain't gonna even front. Yeah, we suck. But that's all. Yo, they really trying to make Wemby defensive player of the year. I'm like, listen, as great as he is defensively, the team as a whole is trash. So don't do that. Give it to AD. He deserves it. He actually been playing really good.
That is so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful to Anthony Davis. He's been incredible. But
we will get back to the NBA talk after the season's over. After this is over, it's not even about NBA right now. All right, so we got that out of the way with UConn and USC. I do agree that I am going with USC too. I'm not betting on Juju. I am the Lulu for Juju, so that's what it is. Okay. That's the vibes, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you ain't make your prediction for LSU and Iowa.
Oh, wait, let's talk about that. Yes, now. Listen.
It's the one.
I want to ask you a question, Kaiser. I'm going to put Kaiser on the spot now. Let's go. I'm glad we got a W player on here. Because, and Lauren knows where I'm about to go with this. So, we criticize Angel Reese a lot because, we watch professional basketball. It's a different level than college where you're bigger and stronger than everybody and you can pretty much have your way. I want to ask you something, right? And how you think Angel is going to do in the pros? Because I feel like, and listen, we feel like that she hasn't gotten better. Yes, in college she's doing what she's doing because she's just bigger and stronger than everybody. But on a level where everybody is the same, athleticism, strength, everything like that, especially when they're older, how do you think that she's going to do in the W? Because we feel like she's going to struggle at the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, she will struggle. She will struggle. It's not rocket. It's not like you can't just kind of like go from just going to grab a bunch of rebounds, a bunch of putbacks to going to the lead and thinking, okay, let me grab a bunch of rebounds, bunch of putbacks. Like, no, like there's gonna come a time where you're gonna have to make a move down there. Like, you know what I mean? So right now, kind of she's getting the rebound, she's getting the putbacks, like you know what I mean? But the thing about her is too, she can face you up. So she's gonna have a lot more space with that face up in the WNBA. So if
Yeah,
you can to where she can really work her face up because she's not a great shooter, not a great mid-range shooter right now. So that has to come in her game. That's gonna take about a year because she may not play that much the first year. She really may not play that much just because of the physicality, just because like um how physical it is in there. Like like think about it. Like Aaliyah Boston is a rare occasion. She came in dominating. Like you know
Ready
what I
to
mean.
go.
But it's a rare occasion. It really is. It's a really rare occasion that you come in and you're that dominant as a post player. And Aaliyah Boston has the complete package as far as footwork, like you know what I mean, stuff like this. Her kind of feel for the game as far as using her body. So yeah, she will struggle for at least I want to say like I don't want her to struggle,
yeah,
but she will struggle for at least a year or two for sure. Clark's gonna struggle too for a year or two.
mm,
Like it's like you're not gonna just walk in there and it's gonna be no, no, you got to get through training camp where people want your spot. Then you got to go out there and you got to play versus everybody else. So it's like, it's not going to be no cakewalk. And I think she knows that. They all know
yeah.
that. What I mean? It's
I
not going
mean, it wasn't a cakewalk for me, so I
to.
totally understand.
Listen, first time I got hit in my face, like I checked in the game and Rebecca Brunson bust my lip all the way open and just kept running up the court. Like she ain't just hit me in my mouth. I'm telling you, she's every one of them gonna have a story like this where you're
Yeah,
gonna be like, oh man, all right, well maybe this is a little different than what I thought it was, cause it is. So
yeah.
if you think you're not gonna struggle coming in, you're gonna have something.
It's like, and then on Caitlin's side, before we get into the game, I feel like she's going to struggle because the media, oh, people want her, they want her. Like I just feel like Brittany Sykes is going to be her welcome to the WNBA moment right there. I think that Brittany Sykes is going to welcome her to the W, like for real.
From the time that the ball is inbounded to her,
Hmm.
they're 94 feet.
Yeah,
She's at 94 feet from them guards. I'm telling you, them guards are like, okay, Caitlin Clark, okay, no, we respect you, but I'm about to guard you this whole entire time. Like,
hmm, even
And
in practice.
I think that's what casual fans don't understand. Like
yeah.
these women in the WNBA are professional athletes. Like they get after it. So those same calls that Caitlin is getting now, sis ain't getting those calls in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of those foul calls, she's not getting those. Like the level of physicality is going to be completely different. Like imagine her defending Chelsea Gray. Like, what are we, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like mouse in the house, what are we doing? You know?
I tell you somebody else. Imagine trying to handle the ball versus an Odyssey Sims. Good luck.
Right, right.
She gonna
Yeah,
get at least five. She gonna turn you 5 times before half court.
Absolutely.
Tasha
Absolutely.
Cloud. This who you about to be going against.
Every
Everybody,
night.
welcome, please, welcome. No,
Right.
come. We're happy to have you here.
And then
But here we
because
go.
of the media, like, do I think she deserves the media attention she's getting? Absolutely. She's not, it's not like she's sorry and she's getting all this media attention. Like she's good. She can hoop. but because of the media, she already has a target on her back. So with all these eyes on the league, you don't think these other women are going to take advantage of that and show what they can do too? Like, they're, she's going to be, I hope she knows, but she's going to be in for a rude awakening. Like,
there's so many guards running through my mind right now, and I'm just like,
yeah, it's gonna be. I even think even in the FIBA practices and stuff, it's gonna be like that. With like Erica Wheeler and everything, because I think Erica Wheeler's gonna take it personal because of everybody going at her on social media and stuff like, yo, you might be up out of here and this, that, and the other. They talk about the contract. I'm just like, yo, y'all crazy, yo.
I have no idea. They're putting something nice together over there in Indiana for sure.
Yeah, they really are.
I think that yesterday, when Iowa played, it was a good depiction of what Caitlin can do when she gets to the Fever. Just 15 assists. Like, people talk about her long range shooting and shooting logo threes and stuff, but she's a playmaker as well. So imagine when she goes to the next level and actually has an Aaliyah Boston that's in the post, or who has an Nalissa as well. So she's going to have options to pass the ball to, and these are better players than what she's playing with now. So I expect for her to be at the top of the league in assists as well. Like, yeah.
The passing the playmaking, that passing part does translate. I think that will translate very well to the W. Once the game slows down for her, because pro level is so fast. Once it slows down, and I think that she'll adjust fine. But all right, let's talk about the game real quick. LSU versus Iowa, repeat of the national championship last year. I wish it was in the Final Four, but here we are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the committee, the NCAA committee, was thinking about when they came up with this idea, but.
I don't mind it. Even great basketball, I really don't mind it. This is great.
It's going to be. This is the national championship right here. This is the game going to be the most viewed game of women's basketball history tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
It's shattering whatever was the previous high. Is shattering that.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over. And I like now. We could, like I said, we was talking about Angel. I do like what she was saying about, like, hey, we friends, but on this court, man, I don't like you. Like, I like that. I like the attitude.
I like that too.
I really do. I really do.
Why does she even have to say that? Only women have to say that. Like, it's so annoying. Men don't got to say that. Like, clearly we know that they're not beefing. Like, they probably, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they probably been playing AAU growing up together. Like, they played together on teams before. Like, I'm sure they, like, why do we have to be like, yeah, I don't hate her. Like, bro, it's about being a competitor. Like,
it's a bunch of new fans, a lot of new dudes and stuff. That's fans, and they just don't understand how it is, to be honest, and stuff. Like, look, our podcast group, people come ask us questions all the time. I get a lot of questions asked about this, that, and the other. I'd be like, yo, listen, before you say that, just relax and listen to me real quick. Don't say that, because that's not what it is. Like, it's the conversation around women's basketball. I mean, it's going to get better now that it's getting more coverage now and everybody's seeing it and stuff. But also, too, you got to blame the powers that be that can put women's basketball on national TV like this. It doesn't need to be on apps. I don't want to listen. WNBA game on Tubi is crazy. Amazon is crazy. No, put it where it's going to be with the most eyes. That's either on the Disney's channels like ESPN and ABC. And let's go from there. That's like, look, what everybody's talking about. They shitting on the men's shit.
I don't even know who's in there. I don't even know who's in the Final Four.
Zach Edey from Purdue, the guy I've been telling you about, he had 40 and 16
40.
today.
I saw 40. I saw that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he's legit. He legit, man. You know what I'm saying? But
who's in the Final Four for them?
NC State,
UConn in there though.
UConn and Alabama.
Okay.
So NC State, Purdue. I forget whenever the Final Four starts. So it'll be DJ Burns versus the big guy you were talking about from Purdue, and then UConn versus Alabama. Yeah.
UConn won every game by over 10 so far. So they just dominating. They just running through it. Yeah, they did it last year too. They just on a different level. They got a 7'2" dude, and I think it's Donovan Klingen. I like him too. As well. It's a 7'2" guy, and he whoever shot against him his last game, if you went up against him, they was 0 for 19 against him.
Noise went 50 minutes without scoring yesterday.
Yeah, they went on a 30-0 run or something like that.
I saw that. Yeah.
Come on, Illinois? That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But that's the only thing I know about men's basketball in the tournament, man. That's
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Sorry.
I haven't been watching. I mean, yeah.
I just know about the players that I like. That's it. Other than that, go back to the women's side.
What do y'all think LSU has to do in order to win this game versus Iowa?
I'll answer that. Make Angel Reese a third option. Give the ball to Anissa Morrow and let her go, please. Like Lauren, we see like how she's a different type of player too as well. And then also Flau'jae too. Got to continue doing her thing. She is a star.
Man,
Flau'jae is a star, yo.
Big O
is a star.
Game in the off season.
Another
literally, she has gotten better. Like the jump from her freshman year to her sophomore year. Like I was looking at the numbers and her percentages for 3-point shooting. I think her freshman year was 33%. Now it's 39%. And then her overall field goal shooting has gone up as well. Like she locked in the gym over the summer and literally improved every part of her game. She's feisty on defense. She's playing 40 minutes a game. Like she's not coming out. Like she's by far been the best player in the tournament for LSU by far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And I agree. And
Haley Van Lith will have to score 12 plus points in order for them to win.
Haley, she do have to have a game. I understand. Listen, Haley Van Lith, I think that she messed her pro prospects because going to LSU, it's kind of different playing in the SEC. She is due to have this good game, but she also said something about she'd rather be a winner than being known as a scorer. So I understand, what she's doing, but don't pout when if coach is taking you out. If Kim Mulkey, who's been coaching for like 40 years, she's taking you out the game, is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that reason, to have that come to Jesus moment. And like, what do you got to do to get better at your game? You know what I'm saying? So maybe you got to defend. Maybe you just got to be a point guard or whatever. But Haley Van Lith needs to sit down with herself and see what she got to do so she could play in those moments. Now she's a player and stuff, but it's just I don't know. But I hope that she does show up tomorrow. I want to see that.
The best game of the tournament tomorrow.
Yeah, she's gonna have to, because what Iowa's gonna do is, because what's been working for them is the zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zone has been, and that's what kind of disappointed me about Colorado when they played them, was because they threw the zone at them and nobody shot the ball.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's just like once you're like, all right, let me just pass, time's ticking, your offense is stagnant. So if she can come out and just, be the, I don't want to say be the same as in Louisville, but in terms of her shooting, she's got to let that thing go. She's got to let that go tomorrow. The other freshman, Williams, is that her last name?
Michaela Williams.
Yeah, Michaela Williams, yes.
The ball. She gonna fire it up.
Yeah, she let that thing fly.
She gonna fire it up. So if she get hot, that's beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it'll take a little pressure off for Van Lee, but she's gonna have to shoot it.
Yeah,
she's gonna have to shoot it for them. And I'm with you, Daniel, on that. They need to throw the ball in the post. Just throw it down there. I don't care who you throw it to. Give it to one of them. But throw it down there, let them go to work, and then let everything else, kind of play in the hands. But
see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Angel been shooting bad in this. Like, I don't think she have a game where she made 5 field goals in the tournament so far.
All from the line.
She's been hard. Like, Lauren, you know what I said last show? How she been playing? She's been like shit. She got to get better. She's not. She got to get better. It's time. Like, you can't win a national championship when your best player isn't playing up to the standard that you need her to play. And
she's
now
not the best player, though.
I mean, now tomorrow is going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. What do Iowa got to do though? Okay.
Moro, I like Moro. Moro is tough.
She is tough, bro. I've been saying this. She's the most outside of 4. She's the most skilled player on the team. Like,
yeah, she's the one. Like, I love Angel to death. Don't get me wrong. Like, but Moro, she's different.
Yeah.
She don't care about nothing y'all talking about. She's gonna go get it done. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all we need. She don't care about what nobody's talking about. She gonna
People
get it done.
forget. People forget that she was 26-13 last year. They
Yeah.
forget.
She was no slouch.
No,
They
not at
forget.
all. That's
Like,
why
and
I'm
she
like,
literally has it all.
process.
She can step back and shoot the three. She can face up. She can take you off the dribble. Like, she can post you up. She can literally do it all. Like,
She got
that's why I
something.
don't understand why they don't run the offense through her more.
Yeah, yeah. They got to. They got to. But what do Iowa got to do though? What's your thoughts, Lynette? On what Iowa got to do?
Iowa-
Oh, go ahead, Lo, or whatever.
Iowa has to. The others have to show up, right? They have to shoot well, take some of the pressure off of Caitlin, move the ball well. I think that it really depends on how LSU defends Iowa. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It depends on how LSU defends Caitlin. They cannot
Yeah.
let her score and be a playmaker. You got to pick and choose. You got to
Mhm.
pick one or the other. Like,
Mhm.
let her either go for 60, but don't let her let anybody else get involved, or let her play make and strap her up as soon as the ball comes in. Like, you know what I'm saying? 94 feet. Like, but they have to pick one or the other, and then she has to adjust her game based on that. What do you think?
Because she picked Colorado apart.
Mm-hmm.
And once she did that, then it was like, okay, well, let me shoot a couple seven. Like, then let me fire them up.
Right.
And once she got to the point where it was like, all right, I done, like, I see how they're playing me. Because the guard from Colorado was doing good on her. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she was playing good defense on her, and she was still picking the defense apart, picking
Yep.
them apart. And then once, like I said, once everything settled in, it was her time to shine. Like, so I don't know. I kind of agree with you. They definitely gotta, I mean, LSU definitely has to slow her down, but nobody else can be a factor either.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Don't
I
double
like
team on a pick and roll
Yeah,
because
I like Gabby Marshall too. She got to let that thing fly. She
mm-hmm.
got to let that thing fly. If
Mm-hmm.
typically, when the first one goes in, you feeling good about yourself. So it all depends on how the game starts. If they knock a few down early, Iowa, I think it'll be, the game that we're all expecting it to be.
it better be.
LSU, if they start chucking up those shots, they're not falling. Iowa was hurting people in transition.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They were hurting them, and Caitlin was throwing them full court passes. Like, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You gotta get back. Like, it's not when you don't have that. I want to say LSU's depth isn't that deep, but it's kind of not. You're only rotating two post players. You know
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
what I mean? The other post player comes in if somebody's in foul trouble. She gives you something, but
Right.
it's just not to where she should be right now. So that's gonna be the one. I think that's game right there. I mean, I don't know. I'm pulling for LSU, but it can go either way, honestly, especially if Clark gets hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
think
also depends on how the refs are reffing the game. Are they going to
Mhm.
let them battle on the post, or are they going to call every touch foul? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that the first couple of minutes are going to kind of dictate how they can play. But like, I really just hope they let them play. Like, just let them play.
Please,
Yeah.
Lord, please,
Yeah.
whoever got a call, just somebody talk to him. We're not
I,
trying to see that.
I don't think these refs are actually like pro ref certified on the women's basketball side. I think they just let anybody ref. They got to have a better referee system now going forward and stuff, man.
Man,
It
They
can't.
are the
guarantee you're
same
going to see
refs.
these refs in the WNBA. Guarantee you.
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was in college. They ref me in college and ref me in the league too. I know all of them.
Yeah,
It's the same exact refs.
and that's the issue right there. That's the issue. If you want to be a W ref, you be a W ref. You want to be a college ref, then be that. But it got to be the system. Got to be better. It got to be better because like that's the narrative. Everything is about the referees, and nobody's lying. The referees have been bad, especially towards post players. So maybe shoot. If I'm LSU, I'm going to Hannah Stokey early, try to get her in foul trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because she's gonna be the one defending Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got to go up against Angel and Anissa Morrow. She got a tough.
You know what I mean?
That's a tough. This is gonna be a toughest game, and this is could be her coming out party. She's tough though too. She's one of the few post players that can score in traffic. She's always just like scoring in traffic and everything. She's good. I like her game. I think I like her and stuff. But it's gonna be.
You say she's gonna be an All-American next year, right?
Yeah, she's gonna be All American next year. Yeah, I'm predicting that. I'm predicting that she's gonna be All-American. I just like her game. So this is like, I think this is the bar though for her to go up against this type of talent. You know what I'm saying? So
correct?
Huh?
The Iowa post player, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I do like her.
I like her. She's tough. She's tough. Yeah, but I mean, that's gonna be fun tomorrow. Tomorrow it is. So you say you pulling for LSU, Lynette, Lauren? Who you going for?
Oh man, this is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be tough. I'm going to say, my heart is saying that LSU is gonna win. But my head is saying that the fix is in and the refs want Caitlin Clark to the Final Four.
Don't do that.
Iowa. They need those. They need those ratings up. So
no, man. That's what scares me. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, it's obvious. Like they literally be making it obvious. I'm like, all right, at least make it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't have to make it so obvious. Like we get it. If she goes along, y'all think she's bringing a viewership with it. I get it, but come on, let them play. Just let them play.
I'm gonna go with LSU, man, because I just want LSU and South Carolina to settle it in the championship. That's all.
And the hard thing about that is, look, South Carolina beat them twice, right? It's hard to beat a team 3 times.
Thank you. It's hard
to beat a team 3 times. And South Carolina is head and shoulders above any other team in the country, but it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
When you got a team that can make post-entry passes, it's gonna be all right. and Cardoso is just the better player, bigger, stronger. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Better than Angel Reese.
I think Cardoso is better than Angel Reese. We already talked about that before. Cardoso wants it more. She wants it more.
I think she has more upside.
No, I think Angel has a bigger upside. I think Angel has a bigger upside.
Well, if she gets in the gym, yes.
Yeah, she has a bigger upside. I just feel like Cardoso just has
the size.
When you're being coached by Dawn Staley, like Dawn Staley just does something to your mental as a basketball player, man. I wish I could have been coached by her. She's just dope. She's just ill, to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then also, Vernon brought up a question. I think the last time I'm 41, the last time LSU beat South Carolina, I was 29. So
really,
yikes,
long time ago.
Yikes.
What I was doing when I was 29, I only had 2 kids. No.
The glory days.
The glory days. The 29. I was a menace.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that is a long time. So yeah, they got that chip on their shoulder too. If we go there, if it becomes we jumping ahead of the gun, but if it's LSU, South Carolina, that's been a long time. That's motivation right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just man, like these next couple of games in the tournament is gonna be so much fun. Yeah. I'm excited for it, man, and everything and stuff. So like before we get out of here though, man, so you say that you bouncing, you going back over Puerto Rico or Mexico or something like that, man. Just good luck and everything. I'm glad you came on, That's dope.
For sure. No, thank you first of all for having me and what y'all doing, like just initiating the conversation for the women's basketball, your platform that you guys are using. This is what we need. This is what we need. Let's have some real conversations.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's have real conversations, not just with the casuals, with some people who know what they're talking about.
Oh, that's what we're not like that. We're not like that. We don't deal with the casuals and stuff. We try to educate more than anything. That's what we really try to do.
Nothing wrong with it, but we try and take the game to the next level. So this is
facts. This is my second FIBA player on here. I had Shavante.
Okay.
Yeah, I had Shavante and stuff, yo. Like Shavante was on, because we started this podcast, I want to say in 2021. She was the second episode. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're like almost 300 episodes in, man. You should have been on here earlier, to be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk about how you was fouling me all the time and stuff, man. Fouling me all the time.
Before we let you go, what are the chances going to the WNBA side? What are the chances that you think that the Aces can three-peat?
Ooh, Aces three-peat. Let me think what's around there.
Because it's been a lot of movement in the off season with Skylar going to Seattle and Next going there too, and
I mean the chances are they're not as high as people think they are. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody loves to see a good three-peat, but Phoenix loaded up crazy. They got crazy.
DG just resigned yesterday.
Resigned. They got Tosh. I believe Cooper's out there now. That's
Mm-hmm.
just a lot. That's a
Mm-hmm.
lot. D's still
Nice.
there. That's a lot. Like so with NECA, Jewel, and Sky and Seattle, that's a lot. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? That's a lot of that's just a lot of offensive power right there. And all three of them play defense too as well.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? New York's out there. Connecticut's they're always coming for people left and right. They don't care who they play, I think.
And
You
I
Yeah.
know?
think underrated pickup that they had was
Mhm.
Tiffany Mitchell. Like, and she's been
Yeah.
showing the AU that yeah, like I can hoop. Like, so that
You
was
know?
I think a very underrated pickup.
So I think if they do it, great, but it's gonna be harder than last year.
Yeah.
For
Which is
sure.
crazy because they had all those injuries at the end, and that was hard, right? But it's gonna
Yes.
be harder.
Yes. Yes. Just with the movements around the league, but they do it. I'm happy for them. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm happy for them. Three-peat, man. You can't nobody take that away from you. So
Facts. If they
I
yeah.
feel like,
they're in the same conversation with the Houston Comets.
yeah,
Fact.
but I feel like though every team, I just named three. They got four. They got
Yeah.
four players, man. And Jackie Young is always the one that gets overlooked, and then all of a sudden Jackie Young just comes out of nowhere and just be cooking and stuff. That's why she be shooting 50% from the field and 50% from three or whatever. Like it's hard. It's hard to stop them. Like
But
with them,
there's
it's just health is going to be paramount for them and everything. And I think they're going to be fine healthy because look, the facility that they got and stuff,
Mhm.
like the
Yeah.
facility that they got is really good. So it's like it's theirs. It's up to them. And Asia's just the best player in the world right now. Anyway.
Facts.
Agreed.
Facts.
Before we go, I gotta ask you this though. Hey, if Big Three offer you the $5 million, you taking it or are you passing on? You going to the W?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take it. In my position
Relax.
right now, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go play for Ice Cube and all them out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and do what I gotta do, man. Spot me up. I'll take some people off the dribble. I don't mind getting in the post with the fellas. That's what people don't understand. I like that activity down there. So you know.
Clearly,
Listen,
he knows. Clearly,
You know what
clearly.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing that with y'all down there. So
I know.
I gotta go take
Fallon,
that.
man.
Mhm.
She's the bow the shit out of me too. Boom. Boom. I was like, okay. I remember my first time playing against her. My first time playing against her and stuff, I was like, yeah, I just gained a whole new appreciation for women's basketball. And that was my thing. Every time I brought my friends, like Carlos, Coach Knox and stuff, I told my friends, like, listen, y'all, before we go in here, I'm like, in about 2 hours, y'all gonna appreciate women's basketball. And they did and stuff like that. I remember one time, we had a scrimmage, and I remember Machine Gun Maggie was on your team at the time.
Yep.
She was on the floor.
Yep.
Man, she lit
Fired
us up. And the funny thing, she didn't even say her name because her name is Maggie Lucas. I was like, yo, you good, yo. How you doing? I'm Daniel. She said, yo, my name is Machine Gun Maggie. I said, yes, I love her. That's how she introduced herself to me.
Love it.
Forever a fan of her and stuff, man. It's one of the greatest shooters I've ever seen. Unfortunately, the injuries got her and stuff like that. But man, like she was them fever days. I miss them days, man. I miss them days.
Yeah.
I miss some days. But yeah, thank you for tapping in with us, though, man. I appreciate that. Yo, we really do.
No problem.
Yeah, definitely. Just let everybody know where they can find you at real quick.
I'm on Twitter. It's LKaiser12 at LKaiser12, and I'm on Instagram, and it's at KI3Z. So KIZZZERRR. I had to switch it up so somebody hacked it. I was verified and somebody got me, man.
Haters.
And I had to change it up. It's kind of like the same thing, but I just gave it a little something different.
Yeah. Yo, and another thing too. Yo, I did not know. Like, are you like naturally Bosnian, or you just got the passport?
Nope, I just got a passport. Yeah.
That's dope. I seen it. I was like, hold on, what American Bosnian? Like, what? I was like, nah, she gotta have at least have the passport.
Yeah, I got a passport. Makes it easier. More money too. So
yeah.
That's why I'm gonna keep bouncing this ball, man.
Yeah. Yeah, keep going, man, and good luck over there and stuff, man. We're gonna be in touch more often, though.
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
All right, yo. Yeah, peace out. Yeah, so that was Kaiser, yo. That was an
Active on
episode.
Twitter tomorrow.
Oh, it's gonna be on Twitter.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's-
It's gonna be. Man, it's gonna be nasty on Twitter tomorrow. It's gonna be
Yo,
nasty.
and my bad for being all over the place to begin of the show. Austin right here, he was wilding. I'm like, yo, son, like you want to come down? And I'm like, yo, he threw me all the way
I
off,
can
yo.
tell. I was like, what is going on?
He's never like that. He always like a lot of times when we do the show, he sits right here on the right of me. You don't see him, but he's always right here. So I don't know. He wanted to be on the screen, then he fell asleep. Then he just went upstairs. It's like, yo, okay. That's my dog, though. That's my dog right there. We doing basketball practice all week. We doing running and everything. We working out this week, going to some museums and stuff since he's off of school and everything. But yeah, I see LeBron at 40 tonight. 17 in the fourth quarter, hit 9 threes. I see him. Okay, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
They're making you happy and stuff like that. I see you. Excited and everything.
But we got to win today,
Yeah.
Up like 27. They came back, but,
Yeah.
That matters.
Now, you know what, though, too? Also got to give a shout out to Anthony Davis. I think that the last 102 games, he played in like 97 of them, yo. All right, we gotta stop. We gotta stop with the AD slander, yo. It's over.
Exactly.
It's
like
over.
KD has been hurt way more than AD in the last couple of years, but everybody wants to call AD street clothes. It's all good.
Yeah.
Keep calling him
That's
street clothes.
yeah.
He plays better when I call him that, so it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, all right. So let's looking forward to tomorrow and stuff. We got some more shows coming on tomorrow. We got 21 titles coming back on. They have a guest too as well. I forgot her name, but she should be on tomorrow with Brittany and Shantae. Okay. And then Tuesday, K-Dot is on. I'm not going to say the guest. I don't really like promoting guests only because it's podcasting. Guests back out 5-10 minutes before the show. So, but I think K-Dot does have a guest and everything like that. So just keep it locked. Vernon.
We'll probably do a recap of the Final Four.
Yeah, we're gonna be back on and stuff because of course we gotta recap. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna do that with the Final Four.
Leading up to the Final Four.
Yeah, we're gonna recap when it's over. Yeah. That's when we'll be back on. Or if anything happened, then we'll be on or whatever. Maybe we might sneak an NBA show in. I don't know and stuff, but I mean, I don't miss talking about NBA.
Oh, check your Instagram to see if anybody commented anything that we're missing.
No, everything will be right here. It's Instagram. We're not on Instagram tonight because
okay. No problem.
I forgot to set it up and stuff. I wish I was though, but it's all good and everything. But I mean that's it though. Fun show. Kaiser came through. That was what's up. So that's good. That's good. We're gonna up and up, Lo. We're gonna up and up and everything, man.
Absolutely.
But yeah, go ahead. Go do what you gotta do. Finally, a little bit over an hour. Yes.
Yeah, for an hour and a half. Thank you.
No, 2 hours. We've been hitting 2. We've been hitting 2 and stuff. But it's a good show and everything. And you be safe and y'all know where to follow us. Oh yeah, let me do my sign off. My bad, yo. Let me get back to my stuff real quick. Thank you for listening to the 9450 Brackets and Buckets. And y'all know, please don't forget to follow us. If you're looking on the screen, you can see it. On Twitter at the 9450, on Instagram at the 9450_, same as TikTok, and as well as YouTube at the 9450. I'm Daniel Artest. That's Lolo. Y'all be safe. Love is love.